efforts like that, and we might just win this.
Hey guys, it's AXN here, and before we get started, I do want to say something. My old mic broke, and now I have the blue Snowball, which, I like it better. It feels like an improvement to me at least, and so that's why I haven't uploaded videos recently. I'm going to try to get several videos up in the next few weeks, so yeah, let's get on with the video. So what will this one be about? It'll actually be on the exotic hand cannon known as Hawkmoon. I'll be testing whether it's good, bad, or somewhere in between. The Hawkmoon was a Year 1 weapon that has been brought up to Year 2. When I say it's a Year 1 weapon, of course I mean for those of you on the PlayStation, because this was a PlayStation exclusive exotic up until recently. So, as an Xbox user, I haven't been able to use this gun until the Taken King released, so when I did get my hands on it, I was excited. But the excitement didn't really last that long, because with the Taken King DLC came some massive nerfs to hand cannons. Many people say they are too hard to use now. I would definitely agree with that. They just feel clunky, and a lot of the shots seem like, even if they're on point, they'd miss. However, hand cannons will be buffed in early December, hopefully fixing these issues. But for the sake of the video, I will compare the Hawkmoon to other hand cannons, not other primary weapons, to get a view on if it's a good hand cannon, even though hand cannons are probably the weakest primary weapon option to use right now. First, I guess let's check out what actually makes this gun special from other hand cannons. In the upgrade tree, the first column grants a choice between accurized ballistics, which increases damage and range at a cost of stability, field choke, which increases damage and range, but even more loss to stability, and aggressive ballistics, which takes off stability and range for a good increase to damage. I would personally recommend that you go for aggressive ballistics because of that great increase to damage. The first passive perk on this gun is Luck in the Chamber, which makes one bullet in the magazine do bonus damage. This is useful, but you shouldn't count on it alone. Next, we have a choice between Hammer Forged, which greatly increases range at a cost to reload speed, Quick Draw, which increases the speed at which the weapon can be drawn, and Send It, which grants an increase to range for less ammo in the magazine and in reserves. This choice is pretty obvious. You'll want to go with Hammer Forged for the most benefits with the least drawbacks, and because range is very important for hand cannons now. Finally, the exotic perk on the Hawkmoon is called Holding Aces, where an extra 2 bullets in the magazine deal bonus damage, similar to Luck in the Chamber. You'll see that Luck in the Chamber and Holding Aces do have a pretty good synergy, which makes it completely possible to get 2-shot kills, in the Crucible, of course. Because the Hawkmoon is capable of the 2-shot kills in the Crucible, you'd have to think, why isn't everyone using this gun? The first reason is because it's a hand cannon, but besides that, why wouldn't you want to use this weapon? Well, let's just say that this gun revolves more around luck than any other gun in the game. When the main perks all revolve around luck, you'll not be able to get consistent 2-shot kills with this weapon. And when you do proc a lucky bullet, you want to make sure it hits your target, or it's just a big waste of the potential damage. If you don't have the lucky shots to the head, then you'll not be able to get the 2-shot kills, and as you can see, the chances of getting those elusive 2-shot kills are getting lower and lower. However, even with this being seemingly unlikely, every once in a while, you will get it, and that will probably make some guy rage quit. So, how does the Hawkmoon do in PvP? Compared to other hand cannons, it's actually quite good. The Hawkmoon is a medium rate of fire, medium impact hand cannon. You'll also notice that the Hawkmoon has pretty good stability, coming in at just over half. Now, there are certainly hand cannons with better stability, but being middle of the road isn't that bad. As I've said, you are able to get the 2-shot kills in the Crucible, leading to why you'd want to use this hand cannon over others. Even though this takes a little luck, as I've said, it's definitely satisfying getting those 2-shot kills, and when they do happen, it's really awesome. Now, because it is a hand cannon, right now it's not as viable as other options, such as the Bad Juju or the Red Death. But if you do have a good feel for the weapon, you can definitely be very deadly with it. Now, let's look at some numbers. In PvP, the Hawkmoon will do 60 damage to the body and 90 damage to the head. When the lucky bullet is procced, it will do 78 damage to the body and 117 damage to the head. With these numbers, you can see that you need to get 2 headshots, with one of these bullets being a lucky bullet if you want to get the 2-shot headshots. I would say that the Hawkmoon is one of the best, if not the best, hand cannon for the Crucible. So, if you want a really good hand cannon, well, you've just found yourself the right one. Out of exotic hand cannons, the Hawkmoon is able to demonstrate why it's unique, and it gives incentive to use this over other hand cannons. For PvE, I would definitely not recommend this weapon. Perks like Luck in the Chamber, even though they do increase overall damage potential, decrease the total utility of the gun. You want perks that reward skill, not perks that rely on luck. These include Outlaw, Firefly, Zen Moment, and other perks that give reliable increases to the gun. The Hawkmoon is really just not worth the exotic slot when you have sniper rifles like the Black Spindle, or a different exotic heavy weapon like, let's say, the Sleeper Simulant. Due to the unreliableness of this gun in PvE, I found it very hard to get accurate numbers for this, so there won't be damage calculations in this video for PvE. But you do have to trust me on this. Hand cannons are not the way to go right now. Go for a scout rifle or a pulse rifle. And once hand cannons get buffed, take a second look at them. Overall, this weapon was decent to use. However, the drawback that stands out most in my opinion would have to be the luck factor. There is a sniper in Destiny that I can easily compare this to, known as the Irene RR4, which due to luck in the chamber can one-shot body shot people. And I know every time this thing kills me with a body shot, it wasn't gun skill, it was luck. And that just makes me kind of annoyed. Luckily, this will be fixed, where luck in the chamber only applies to headshots, so you won't be able to get those one-shot body shots anymore. But the Hawkmoon kind of feels like the sniper. You rely on luck too much. In competitive PvP, I would definitely not recommend it for that reason. You want to be in control of your weapon, and relying on luck too much is not the best way to go, really with any weapon. For casual PvP, sure, it's fine to use. You can have fun with people, just mess around and get those awesome 2-shot kills. The Hawkmoon is a fun gun, but fun is all it really is. Well, that's it with the review. Make sure to stick around for future content. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a comment, a like, and always make sure to subscribe if you really loved the video. All of your support always helps out my channel a ton, and as always guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.